Chosen ones, you're becoming someone even you won't recognize, and this transformation is unfolding right now in ways that will leave you in awe. You're not just changing, you're stepping into a divine version of yourself, a radiant being crafted by God's own hands. This isn't about small shifts or fleeting moments. It's a complete rebirth, a holy remaking of your spirit, body, and purpose that will shine so brightly, even you'll stand back and marvel at who you're becoming. Your life has been a journey of trials, moments where the weight of the world pressed hard against you. But every challenge, every tear, every sleepless night was not wasted. Those were the fires forging you, preparing you for this moment. God has been working in the quiet, shaping you into a vessel of His glory. You're not the same person who started this path. The old you, the one who doubted, who carried burdens too heavy to bear, is fading. In its place, a new you is rising, one filled with strength, clarity, and a purpose so clear it lights up the darkness around you. Picture a seed buried deep in the earth. It sits in silence, surrounded by dirt and pressure, until the moment it breaks through to the Sunday. That's you right now. The struggles you faced were the soil, the weight that pushed you to grow. And now, chosen one, you're breaking through. Your spirit is reaching for the light, and God is pulling you upward. Your heart, once heavy, now feels lighter. Your mind, once clouded, now sees with a clarity that others can't comprehend. This is the beginning of a transformation that will redefine everything you thought you knew about yourself. This change isn't just spiritual, it's physical, emotional, undeniable. You might catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and pause. Your eyes carry a new fire, your posture a new strength. People around you will notice it too. They'll say things like, "You've changed," or "There's something different about you." They won't be able to put their finger on it, but you'll know. It's God's light radiating from within, reshaping not just how you feel, but how the world sees you. This is no ordinary glow. It's a testament to the divine work happening inside you. And here's the truth. This transformation is unstoppable. No force on earth, no doubt. No fear can halt what God has set in motion. You're becoming someone who walks with confidence, not because of pride, but because you know who holds your future. The world might try to pull you back, to remind you of your past mistakes or limitations. But those things no longer define you. You're stepping into a destiny that was written before you were born, a calling that's been waiting for you to claim it. Let's pause for a moment, chosen one. If this message is stirring something in your spirit, if you feel that fire igniting within, I invite you to take a stand. Comment 777 below as a declaration that you're ready to embrace this new you. That number carries divine power, a sign that you're aligned with God's perfect plan. And if you're moved to join thousands of other chosen ones walking this path, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with us. Your action sends a signal to the universe that you're ready for what's coming. Now, let's talk about what this new you looks like. You're not just becoming stronger or wiser. You're becoming a beacon, a living testament to God's power. Your presence will shift rooms before you even speak. Your words will carry weight, not because they're loud, but because they're true. People will be drawn to you not to take from you, but to learn from you, to feel the peace that flows through you. This is what it means to be transformed. You're not just living for yourself anymore. You're living for a purpose far greater. Think of a river carving its way through stone. It doesn't rush or force its path. It flows, steady and unrelenting, shaping everything it touches. That's who you're becoming, someone whose very existence reshapes the world around them. Your kindness will soften hard hearts. Your courage will inspire those who've lost hope. Your faith will stand as a lighthouse for those lost in the storm. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being real, being the person God always knew you could be. This transformation comes with a cost, though. Not everyone will understand the new you. Some will question it. Others might even resist it. Friends, family, even those closest to you might look at you and wonder what's changed. They might try to pull you back to the old version of yourself, the one they knew, the one that fit neatly into their world. But you're not here to fit in. You're here to stand out, to shine so brightly that the shadows have no choice but to retreat. And that's okay. Let them wonder. Let them question. Your transformation isn't for them. It's for you and for the divine purpose God has placed within you. Those who are meant to walk with you will catch up. They'll see the light in you and be drawn to it. And those who can't, they'll fall away, not because you pushed them, but because their path is different. Trust that God is aligning the right people, the right opportunities with the new you. Your body is changing too, chosen one. You might feel stronger, more alive. The weariness that once dragged you down is lifting. Your steps feel lighter, your heart more open. This isn't just about looking younger or healthier. It's about embodying the vitality of God's Spirit. The world might try to define you by age or appearance, but God is rewriting that story. You're becoming a reflection of His eternal power, a vessel of His unending energy. Imagine standing on a mountaintop, the wind rushing around you, the world stretching out below. That's where you are right now, on the edge of something vast, something holy. You're not just becoming a new person, you're becoming a force. Every step you take from here is a step into the unknown, but it's an unknown that God has already mapped out. He's gone before you, preparing the way, opening doors you can't yet see. And those doors, they're not ordinary. They're gateways to a life you never thought possible. Opportunities will come, jobs, relationships, moments of impact that align perfectly with this new you. You won't have to chase them. They'll find you. Why? Because when you walk in God's purpose, the world bends to meet you. Your transformation is a magnet, pulling in everything that's meant for you. But here's the key. You have to trust the process. This change, this becoming, doesn't happen all at once. It's a journey, a series of moments where you choose to step forward, to say yes to God's call. There will be days when you doubt, when the old you tries to creep back in. But every time you choose faith over fear, you grow stronger. Every time you choose to stand in your truth, you become more of the person God created you to be. Let's talk about the fire inside you. It's always been there, chosen one, but now it's burning brighter than ever. This fire isn't destructive, it's purifying. It's burning away the doubts, the fears, the lies you've carried for too long. What's left is pure, unshakable truth. You're not just becoming someone new. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. The world is about to see it, and they won't know what to make of it. This fire doesn't just change you, it changes everything around you. Your home, your relationships, your work. They'll all feel the heat of this transformation. People will start to respond differently to you. Some will be inspired, others might feel challenged. That's okay. Your light isn't here to make everyone comfortable. It's here to make a difference. You're becoming someone who doesn't just live in the world, but shapes it. And don't be surprised if you start seeing signs. A word from a stranger, a sudden opportunity, a feeling of peace that comes out of nowhere. These are God's whispers. confirming you're on the right path. Pay attention to them. They're not coincidences, they're divine markers guiding you toward the person you're becoming. Keep your eyes open, your heart ready. The signs are there, and they're leading you to a future brighter than you can imagine. Now, chosen one, let's take a moment to anchor this truth. If you feel this message resonating deep in your soul, comment 777 below to declare that you're stepping into this new you with boldness. And if you're ready to walk this path with thousands of other chosen ones, hit that like button and subscribe to join us. Your action is a step toward claiming the destiny God has for you. This transformation isn't just about you, it's about the legacy you're building. Every step you take, every choice you make, is laying the foundation for something eternal. You're not just becoming someone new for today, you're becoming someone whose impact will ripple through generations. Your children, your community, even strangers you'll never meet. They'll feel the effects of the person you're becoming. Think of a tree that grows tall and strong, its roots deep, its branches wide. That's you right now. Your roots are your faith, your connection to God's purpose. Your branches are the ways you'll touch the world through your words, your actions, your love. This tree doesn't just stand, it provides shade, shelter to life. That's who you're becoming, someone whose very presence brings hope to others. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to force this change. It's already happening. God is doing the work, piece by piece, moment by moment. Your job is to trust, to keep walking, to keep saying yes. The more you lean into His plan, the more you'll see this new you taking shape. It's not about striving or struggling, it's about surrendering to the divine flow that's carrying you forward. This new you isn't bound by the past, the mistakes you made, the pain you carried, the dreams that didn't come true. They don't define you anymore. God is rewriting your story, and this chapter is about victory, not defeat. You're becoming someone who doesn't just survive, but thrives. Someone who doesn't just dream, but lives those dreams in ways that defy explanation. Picture a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. It doesn't look back at the caterpillar it once was. It spreads its wings and flies, free, beautiful, unstoppable. That's you, chosen one. The cocoon of your old life is breaking open, and you're stepping into a freedom you've never known. The world is about to see a version of you that's bold, radiant, and undeniably divine. And this transformation, it's not just for you, it's for everyone around you. Your light will draw people in, not because you're trying to shine, but because you can't help it. Your joy will be contagious, your peace a gift to those who need it most. You're becoming someone who doesn't just walk through the world, but changes it, one heart at a time. But let's be real, there will be moments when this feels overwhelming. Becoming someone new means letting go of the old, and that can be hard. You might miss the comfort of the familiar, even if it wasn't good for you. You might feel the pull of doubt, whispering that you're not ready, that you're not enough. But hear this, you are enough. God chose you, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are in Him. When those doubts come, stand firm. Remember the fire inside you, the light that's growing stronger every day. You're not alone in this. God is with you, guiding every step, lighting every path. And the person you're becoming, they're stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more powerful than you can imagine. This journey is about more than just changing who you are. It's about claiming who you've always been. Deep down, you've known it. You've felt that spark, that sense that you were made for something bigger. Now is the time to step into it. The world is waiting, not for the old you, but for the divine, radiant, unstoppable you that God is revealing. And as you step into this new identity, you'll start to see the world differently. The things that once held you back, fear, rejection, failure, lose their power. You'll walk into rooms and feel the atmosphere shift. You'll speak, and people will listen, not because you demand it, but because your words carry the weight of truth. This is what it means to become someone even you won't recognize, a force of God's love, a vessel of His power. Now, let's talk about the practical side of this transformation. It's not just about feelings or spiritual shifts. You'll start to notice changes in how you move through the world. Decisions that once felt impossible will come easily. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will start to align with your path, your health, your energy, even your daily habits. They'll all reflect this new you, this person who's fully alive in God's purpose. And don't be surprised if the world starts to respond differently. People will see you in a new light, not because you're trying to impress them, but because you're walking in truth. Strangers might approach you, drawn by something they can't quite name. Doors will open, not because you force them, but because God is clearing the way. This is what happens when you become the person He created you to be. Everything starts to fall into place. But this isn't about chasing worldly success. It's about something deeper, something eternal. The person you're becoming isn't defined by money, status, or applause. It's defined by purpose, by the way you carry God's love into every moment. Your wealth is in your faith, your strength is in your surrender, and your beauty is in your truth. Imagine a star breaking through the night sky, its light piercing the darkness. That's you, chosen one. You're not just shining, you're blazing, cutting through the shadows with a brilliance that can't be ignored. The world might not be ready for this new you, but God is. He's been preparing you for this moment, and now it's time to step into it. And here's the thing. This transformation doesn't end. It's not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. Every day, you'll discover new layers of who you are, new strengths, new ways to reflect God's glory. The person you're becoming today is just the beginning. There's more waiting, more to uncover, more to become. So, what does this new you do? You live boldly, you love fiercely, you walk confidently, knowing that God is with you. You don't shrink back from challenges. You face them with the assurance that they're shaping you for something greater. You're not just becoming someone new, you're becoming a movement, a living testimony to God's power. And as you walk this path, you'll inspire others. Your transformation will ripple outward, touching lives you may never know. People will see you and think, if they can do it, so can I. Your courage will give them courage. Your faith will spark their faith. This is the power of the person you're becoming, not just to change yourself, but to change the world. Now, chosen one, if this truth is burning in your heart, comment 777 below to claim this transformation. Let it be a sign that you're ready to step into this new you. And if you're ready to join thousands of other chosen ones on this journey, hit that like button and subscribe. Together, we're walking into a future that's brighter than we can imagine. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every step you take toward this new you is a step toward God's plan. You might stumble, you might doubt, but you'll never fall. Why? Because God is holding you, guiding you, shaping you into someone even you won't recognize. And trust me, chosen one, that person is extraordinary. Your past doesn't get to write the end of your story. The mistakes, the pain, the moments you thought would break you, they're just the prologue. The real story starts now, with a you that's bolder, stronger, more alive than ever. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving, stepping into a life that's bigger than you ever dreamed. And as you become this new person, you'll start to see God's hand everywhere. In the small moments, a kind word, a sudden opportunity. In the big moments, breakthroughs, healings, dreams coming to life. Every moment is a reminder that you're not alone in this. God is with you, and He's turning your life into a masterpiece. Picture a phoenix rising from the ashes, its wings blazing with fire. That's you right now. The old you is gone, burned away by the trials you've faced. What's left is something new, something powerful, something divine. You're not just becoming someone new, you're becoming a force that the world can't ignore. And this force isn't here to blend in. It's here to stand out, to shine, to change things. You're becoming someone who doesn't just follow the path, but creates it. Someone who doesn't just dream, but builds. Someone who doesn't just hope, but knows. This is the person God is calling you to be, and it's time to step into it. The world is watching, chosen one. Not because you're seeking attention, but because your light is impossible to miss. People will see you and wonder what's different. They'll feel the peace in your presence, the strength in your words. They'll want what you have, not because it's flashy, but because it's real. This is the power of the new you, a power that comes from God alone. And as you step into this transformation, you'll find a new kind of freedom. Freedom from fear, from doubt, from the weight of the past. You're not bound by who you used to be. You're not limited by what others think. You're free to be the person God created, to live the life He planned, to shine with the light He gave you. This freedom isn't just for you, it's for everyone you touch. Your transformation will inspire others to break free, to step into their own purpose, to claim their own light. You're not just becoming someone new, you're becoming a catalyst, a spark that sets the world ablaze with hope. So, what's next? You keep walking, you keep trusting, you keep saying yes to God's call. The person you're becoming is already here, taking shape with every choice, every moment of faith. You might not see the full picture yet, but God does. And He's smiling because He knows exactly who you're about to become. And that person, they're unstoppable, they're radiant, they're everything God dreamed when He created you. You're becoming someone who doesn't just live but thrives, someone who doesn't just exist but shines. This is your moment, chosen one. The world is about to meet the real you, and they won't know what hit them. Keep going, because this transformation is just the beginning. Every day, you're stepping closer to the person God sees when He looks at you. And that person, there's someone even you won't recognize, a divine, powerful, world-changing force. Embrace it, live it, become it. This transformation, chosen one, is like a river finding its course after years of being dammed. You've been held back, not by your own limitations, but by the weight of a world that didn't know how to hold you. Now, the barriers are breaking, and you're flowing freely, carving a new path that only you can walk. The person you're becoming is not confined by the rules of what's possible. You're rewriting what possible even means, and it's happening with every breath you take. Your heart is shifting. Where fear once lived, courage now grows. Where confusion clouded your way, clarity now lights it. This isn't about forcing yourself to be something you're not. It's about letting go of the layers that hid who you already are. God is peeling back those layers, revealing a you that's been there all along, a you that's fearless, focused, and fully alive. Each moment you choose to trust him, another layer falls away, and the real you shines brighter. Think of a diamond buried deep in the earth. It's formed under pressure, hidden in darkness, until the moment it's brought to light. That's you right now. The pressures of your life weren't meant to crush you. They were meant to shape you into something unbreakable. The person you're becoming is like that diamond, radiant, rare, and impossible to overlook. When you walk into a room, people will feel it. They'll sense the weight of your presence, the brilliance of your purpose. And this purpose? It's not small. It's not something you can box up or contain. You're becoming someone whose very existence challenges the ordinary. Your dreams, the ones you thought were too big, are starting to take shape. Not because you're chasing them harder, but because God is aligning them with the person you're becoming. Your desires aren't random, they're divine, planted in you to guide you toward a life that reflects His glory. Now, let's talk about the strength you're finding. It's not the kind of strength that comes from lifting weights or pushing through pain. It's a quiet, unshakable strength that flows from knowing who you are in God. You're becoming someone who doesn't bend under pressure, who doesn't break when life gets hard. This strength isn't loud or forceful, it's steady, like a tree that stands firm in a storm, its roots anchored deep in faith. And that faith, it's your foundation. It's what makes this transformation possible. Every time you choose to believe, to trust, to keep going, you're building on that foundation. The person you're becoming doesn't rely on the world's approval or the world's resources. You rely on God, and He's never failed you, not once. That truth is sinking deeper into your soul, and it's changing how you see everything yourself, your future, your place in the world. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, the waves crashing before you. That's where you are right now, on the brink of something endless, something powerful. The person you're becoming doesn't just dip their toes in the water. They dive in, trusting the current to carry them. You're learning to let go of control, to let God guide you. And as you do, you'll find that the waves aren't here to drown you. They're here to lift you higher. This new you is also learning to see differently. The world looks smaller now, not because it's less important, but because your perspective is bigger. You're starting to see people the way God sees them, flawed, beautiful, and full of potential. You're becoming someone who doesn't just judge others by their mistakes, but lifts them up with your compassion. Your heart is growing, and it's making room for love in ways you never thought possible. And that love, it's not weak, it's fierce. It's the kind of love that changes things, that heals wounds, that breaks chains. You're becoming someone who loves without fear, who gives without expecting anything back. This love isn't just for others, it's for yourself too. You're learning to see your own worth, to embrace your own story, to stand tall in who God created you to be. And that, chosen one, is a revolution. Your relationships are shifting too. The people who once drained you, who dimmed your light, are starting to fade from your life. Not because you pushed them away, but because your transformation is creating space for those who align with your purpose. New connections are forming, people who see the real you, who celebrate the person you're becoming. These aren't just friendships, they're divine partnerships, meant to walk with you as you step into your destiny. And let's talk about your voice. It's getting stronger, clearer, more powerful. You're becoming someone who speaks truth, not to impress, but to inspire. Your words carry weight now, not because they're perfect, but because they're real. When you speak, people listen not because you demand it, but because they feel the presence of God in what you say. This is part of who you're becoming, a voice for hope, a light in the darkness. Now, pause for a moment, chosen one. If this truth is stirring your soul, if you feel the power of this transformation rising within you, comment 777 below to declare that you're ready to embrace this new you. And if you're moved to stand with thousands of other chosen ones on this journey, hit that like button and subscribe to join us. Your action is a signal that you're stepping boldly into the person God is calling you to be. This transformation is also about letting go of what no longer serves you. Old habits, old mindsets, old ways of thinking, they're falling away like leaves in autumn. You're becoming someone who doesn't cling to the past, but runs toward the future. It's not always easy to let go. Sometimes those old ways feel safe, familiar, but they're not who you are anymore. God is making room for something new, something better, something divine. Picture a sculptor chiseling away at a block of stone. Every chip, every cut, reveals more of the masterpiece inside. That's what God is doing with you. The doubts, the fears, the insecurities, they're being chipped away, and what's left is a work of art. You're becoming someone who reflects His beauty, His strength, His purpose, and the world is starting to see it. Even if you don't fully see it yet, your energy is changing too. You're becoming someone who doesn't just survive the day, but thrives in it. You wake up with a sense of purpose, a spark that wasn't there before. This isn't about forcing yourself to be productive or perfect. It's about living from a place of overflow. God's Spirit is filling you, and it's spilling out into everything you do. Your work, your conversations, your dreams, they're all starting to carry His light. And here's something powerful. You're becoming a magnet for miracles. The person you're becoming doesn't just hope for good things, they expect them, not because of arrogance, but because you know who's in control. God is moving mountains for you, opening doors, aligning circumstances. You're starting to notice it, those moments when things fall into place, when help comes just when you need it, when the impossible becomes possible. This new you is also learning to rest. Not the kind of rest that comes from laziness, but the kind that comes from trust. You're becoming someone who doesn't have to strive or stress to make things happen. You're learning to lean into God's timing, to trust that He's working even when you can't see it. This rest is a gift, a peace that anchors you, no matter what's happening around you. Imagine a lighthouse standing firm against the crashing waves. It doesn't fight the storm. It just stands, its light cutting through the darkness. That's you, chosen one. You're becoming someone who doesn't need to fight every battle because your presence is enough. Your light, your faith, your truth, they're more powerful than any storm you'll ever face. And as you become this person, you'll start to see your purpose more clearly. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you are. You're becoming someone who lives with intention, who makes choices that align with God's plan. Every decision, every step, is a chance to reflect His glory. You're not just walking through life anymore. You're building a legacy, one moment at a time. Your confidence is growing too. Not the kind that comes from pride, but the kind that comes from knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. You're becoming someone who doesn't shrink back from opportunities or challenges. You step forward, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust the one who does. This confidence is magnetic. It draws people in, it opens doors, it changes the atmosphere. And let's not forget your joy. It's bubbling up, isn't it? Even in the hard moments, there's a lightness in your spirit that wasn't there before. You're becoming someone who finds joy in the small things, a sunrise, a kind word, a moment of peace. This joy isn't dependent on circumstances. It's rooted in God's presence. It's the kind of joy that makes people wonder what you've got that they don't. This transformation is also about rediscovering your dreams. The things you thought were impossible, they're starting to feel possible again. Not because you're forcing them to happen, but because God is breathing life into them. You're becoming someone who doesn't just dream, but dares to believe those dreams can come true. And they will, chosen one. Because God doesn't plant dreams He doesn't intend to grow. Your perspective is shifting too. You're starting to see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as setups for something greater. You're becoming someone who doesn't get stuck in the "why me" moments, but asks, "What's God doing here?" This shift in how you see the world is changing everything. How you respond, how you love, how you live. You're becoming someone who sees God's hand in every detail. And as you step into this new you, you'll notice something else. Your influence is growing, not because you're trying to be noticed, but because you can't help it. People are watching you, how you carry yourself, how you handle hard moments, how you shine in the ordinary. You're becoming someone who doesn't just inspire but empowers others to step into their own purpose. Imagine a flame that doesn't just burn but spreads, lighting other flames wherever it goes. That's you right now. Your transformation isn't just changing you, it's setting the world around you on fire. Not with chaos, but with hope, with love, with the kind of light that makes people want to be better. You're becoming someone who doesn't just live a life but sparks a movement. And this movement, it's not about fame or recognition, it's about impact. You're becoming someone whose very existence makes the world a little brighter, a little kinder, a little more like God intended it to be. Every step you take, every word you speak, every act of faith, it's all part of something bigger, something eternal. Your transformation is also teaching you to trust your instincts. That quiet voice inside, the one that nudges you in a certain direction, it's getting louder, clearer. You're becoming someone who listens to God's whispers, who follows His lead even when it doesn't make sense. This trust is turning you into someone who moves with purpose, who knows when to act and when to wait. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to have it all figured out. The person you're becoming doesn't need every answer. You just need faith. And you've got that in abundance. God is filling in the gaps, guiding you through the unknown, shaping you into someone who thrives in uncertainty because you know He's got you. Your story is changing too. The narrative you've told yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, it's being rewritten. You're becoming someone who doesn't let the past define them, but lets God's promises shape them. The old chapters of pain, doubt, and struggle, they're giving way to new chapters of victory, peace, and purpose.